Diaz, SAPATAKIS, Fuentes, Thanh, He, and MASSUSSI. MASSUSSI of Italy will be first introduced. Well, the crowd eagerly anticipates this race. The home favourite goes in lane 3. First to be introduced, Andrea MASSUSSI of Italy, a 22-year-old, coached by Massimiliano Tosin, the long-time Italian Paralympic swimming coach. From Vietnam, Nguyen Tan Trung, Vietnamese swimmer from Ho Chi Minh City at 34, goes in lane 1. Shiwei, the 25-year-old, silver in the 50 fly. Promising runner in his school days. Going in lane 2 from Guangxi, Junsheng. From Spain, undoubtedly one of the veterans of the game, but a legendary swimmer at that, goes in lane 6, the 41-year-old, 4-time world champion, 3-time Paralympic champion. But listen to the roar, the reception for 28-year-old Daniel Diaz. Gold in the 200 free, silver in the 4x50 mixed relay, and bronze in the 50 fly. An 18-time Paralympic Games medalist, 11-time champion. Daniel Diaz goes in lane 3 for Brazil. Moises Fuentes GARCIA, the 41-year-old Colombian who turns 42 next week. A man who's qualified, has qualifications in both accounting and sports science. Bronze medalist in 2008, silver in 2012, looks for gold in 2016. But the favourite for the gold, he says, number one. Antonios SAPATAKIS of Greece goes in lane 4. He was 4th in 2012, just missed a medal, but having posted the fastest seeding time. The Greek swimmer from Thessaloniki goes in lane 4. He'll be swimming alongside the world record holder, Daniel Diaz of Brazil. Looking for his 4th medal in his 4th event at Rio 2016. Chance of Daniel Diaz has the weight of expectation of this crowd on his shoulders, and indeed of one of the world's largest nations, the most populous nations, Brazil. Diaz goes in 3, but it's Nguyen, Lee, Diaz, SAPATAKIS, Fuentes Garcia, Thanh, He, and MASSUSSI. The top 3 swimmers have posted times within 2/100ths of a second of one another. Diaz, Fuentes, and SAPATAKIS. Should be a tightly contested affair, but very quickly off the starter's blocks for Diaz, who was absolutely electric the way he's shot from the starter's blocks. But Ricardo Spain of Spain shows his quality. The Sydney and Beijing gold medalist gets away splendidly, but he is not managing to keep pace with Daniel Diaz in the pool. The 28-year-old is streaking ahead, but Junsheng of China, going in lane 2 now, starts to come into his own, and he is just produced the spurt that has seen him go beyond the Brazilian, who's flailing now just a little in the pool. It's a very high action from TSAPATAKIS of Greece, but he's still in contention for a gold here. Much will depend on this turn.
Well, at the turn, it is Lee who's had a storming first 50 ahead of TSAPATAKIS, and third place at the moment, FUENTES GARCIA. Diaz sees himself turning in fourth, but that was a great turn by Diaz. He's now trying to come back on Lee. It's Lee who still leads. Diaz in the second. TSAPATAKIS in third, but it's still really close. We saw the turn make a huge difference to this race, but Lee is the man to catch.
And the time is looking pretty good as well. Diaz posting a fight back here. He's very quick in the water. How much has he got left in him? Is he going to run out of space? Short, choppy strokes from Lee at the moment. He's tiring up. Diaz is going to take this. Diaz is fighting back. Lee, can he hold on? It's going to be very tight. Lee and Diaz. Lee in two, Diaz in three. Lee fighting hard. Lee of China will take it just ahead of Daniel Diaz. Well, FUENTES GARCIA manages to take the bronze. Lee absolutely delighted. Slaps the water in celebration. One of the more exciting finishes at Rio 2016 in the pool. The men's 100-meter breaststroke SB4. TSAPATAKIS, the fastest seed in qualifying, completely outswum in the back end by FUENTES GARCIA, who finished with bronze. Daniel Diaz, who was closing quickest, who settles for silver, and Junsheng of China, who takes the gold. As popular as ever. A 19-time Paralympic medalist now is Daniel Diaz. He's medaled in all 4 of his events. Moises FUENTES GARCIA, he's happy. He turns 42 next week. The 2013 world champion takes a bronze for the second time in the last 3 Paralympic Games. But Daniel Diaz, well, he lost it a little. Lee produced a spurt, but how was that finish?
That was so close indeed. At the turn, Lee opened up quite a lead, but then Diaz turns in 4th place, and that underwater kick there really brought him back, and it looked as though he was going to get there. If only there were a few more meters. Lee timed it to perfection. Less than 0.2 of a second separating the new Paralympic champion, Lee Junsheng, and the defending champion, Daniel Diaz. So close.
Well, that was a splendid race. He's exhausted himself as Lee. The strokes got so choppy in the closing stages. He was desperately trying to pull himself to the wall, but he touches just ahead of Daniel Diaz, who was closing quickest and caught it between strokes at the wall. FUENTES GARCIA of Colombia takes the bronze medal. TSAPATAKIS, the quickest seeded time, misses out in the medals entirely.